Jerusalem, a city sacred to three major religions, was at the center of one of history's most brutal conflicts. For over 300 years, Christian armies clashed with Muslim forces in a series of wars known as the Crusades. But what sparked this centuries-long struggle, and why did it shape the world we live in today? Let's dive into the story of faith, power, and bloodshed that defined an era. The Crusades began in 1095 when Pope Urban II called upon Christians across Europe to reclaim the Holy Land from Muslim control. At the time, Jerusalem had been under Muslim rule since 638 AD. But tensions escalated as Seljuk Turks expanded their empire into Byzantine territories. The Byzantine Emperor Alexios I Komnenos begged the Pope for help, fearing further losses. But it wasn't just about politics or land, it was deeply personal. For Christians, Jerusalem was where Jesus walked, preached, and died. Losing it felt like losing a piece of their faith itself. Meanwhile, Muslims saw the city as equally sacred. It housed Al-Aqsa Mosque, believed to be the site of Muhammad's night journey. This clash of beliefs set the stage for centuries of conflict. In 1096, thousands of European knights, peasants, and pilgrims answered the Pope's call. Four main Crusader armies, numbering between 70,000 and 80,000 soldiers, set out for the Holy Land. Their journey was grueling. They crossed treacherous mountains, faced hunger, and battled disease. Along the way, they made enemies too. In what became known as the Rhineland Massacres, some Crusaders attacked Jewish communities in Europe, blaming them for Christ's crucifixion. By 1099, the Crusaders reached Jerusalem. After a brutal siege, they breached the city walls and unleashed a massacre. Thousands of Muslims and Jews were slaughtered as churches rang with hymns of victory. It was a horrific yet pivotal moment. The Kingdom of Jerusalem was established, marking the first Christian foothold in the region in centuries. For nearly 50 years, the Crusader states thrived, but not without challenges. Muslim leaders regrouped under figures like Imad ad-Din Zengi, who recaptured Edessa in 1144. This loss shocked Europe and prompted the Second Crusade. Led by King Louis VII of France and Emperor Conrad III of Germany, the campaign aimed to retake Edessa, but it ended in failure. The Crusaders were defeated near Damascus, exposing cracks in their unity. Meanwhile, a new leader emerged in the Muslim world, Salah ad-Din Yusuf ibn Ayyub, better known as Saladin. A brilliant strategist and unifier, Saladin rallied fragmented Muslim factions against the Crusaders. In 1187, he achieved a decisive victory at the Battle of Hattin, capturing Jerusalem once more. His mercy toward defeated Christians earned him respect even among his enemies. Saladin's conquest of Jerusalem sparked outrage in Europe. In response, three powerful monarchs launched the Third Crusade: Richard the Lionheart of England, Philip II of France, and Frederick Barbarossa of Germany. Though Frederick drowned en route, Richard and Philip pressed on, liberating key ports like Acre. However, internal rivalries weakened their alliance, and Philip eventually returned home. Richard's campaigns brought victories, but not enough to retake Jerusalem. Instead, he negotiated a truce with Saladin in 1192, allowing Christians safe passage to holy sites. While neither side claimed total victory, the treaty highlighted both leaders' skill and pragmatism. The Crusades didn't end there. Over the next century, several more campaigns were launched, but none succeeded in reclaiming Jerusalem permanently. By the late 1200s, the Crusader states had fallen, and the dream of a Christian Holy Land faded. Yet the impact lingered. The Crusades reshaped Europe's economy, culture, and politics. Trade routes opened, ideas flowed, and nations grew stronger, but so did resentment between East and West. Today, the legacy of the Crusades remains complex. For some, they're seen as noble quests. For others, symbols of intolerance and violence. What's undeniable is their role in shaping our interconnected yet divided world. The Crusades remind us how deeply intertwined faith, ambition, and conflict can be. They shaped empires, inspired legends, and left scars still visible today. If you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious